VCISO.au Cyberwatch, July 1, 2025. Strategic Cybersecurity Intelligence Brief, powered by VCISO.au. Stay informed, stay prepared, stay secure. Ensure your cybersecurity program is both proactive and verifiable. By Anil Yellamati. 1. Ransomware alert. ONG.com.au. Healthcare company. Data breach. ONG. Adelaide, a healthcare company, suffered a ransomware attack. Threat actors reportedly exfiltrated 70 gigabytes of sensitive company data. This data may include patient information, internal records, and operational files. The attack appears to be linked to the Kairos ransomware group. Kairos is known for targeting critical infrastructure with large data leaks. Exfiltrated data could be used for identity theft, fraud, or further attacks. No confirmation yet on whether a ransom was paid. Cybersecurity teams are likely investigating and containing the threat. Healthcare remains a high-value target due to sensitive personal data. Regulatory reporting and patient impact assessment are ongoing. VCISO.au recommendation: conduct an immediate post-breach audit, including network segmentation, endpoint telemetry review, and employee phishing training refresh. Ensure data breach notifications comply with OAIC privacy requirements. 2. Citrix NetScaler, CVE 2025-6543, added to US CISA Kev catalog. US CISA flagged a critical Citrix NetScaler vulnerability, CVE 2025-6543. It's a memory overflow issue with a CVSS score of 9.2. Exploitable in NetScaler ADC and gateway, configured as VPN Tor AA servers. Leads to unintended control flow and possible denial of service, DOS. Affects versions before O 13.1 37.236 FIPS NDCPP O 14.1 47-46 O 13.1 59.19 2100 plus. Citrix servers are exposed globally. Attackers could exploit this to disrupt secure remote access services. CISA mandates urgent patching under BOD 2201. Failure to patch invites federal compliance issues and real-world exploitation. VCISO.au recommendation: audit all NetScaler systems for vulnerable versions. Apply latest patches immediately. Implement continuous vulnerability management and real-time asset discovery to mitigate exposure windows. 3. Canada bans Hikvision over national security risks. Canada has ordered Hikvision to cease all operations in the country. The move follows a national security review under the Investment Canada Act. Authorities cited threats from Hikvision's surveillance capabilities. Government agencies are prohibited from using Hikvision products. Existing installations will be reviewed and removed. Canada emphasizes national security over foreign investment. No restrictions were placed on Hikvision outside Canadian borders. The decision reflects broader concerns over Chinese state-linked tech. Hikvision has previously faced scrutiny in the US and EU. Risk of espionage via embedded surveillance infrastructure remains high. VCISO.au recommendation: conduct supply chain risk assessments on all surveillance vendors. Prohibit high-risk technologies from state-linked authoritarian regimes. Replace legacy Hikvision hardware in critical infrastructure immediately. 4. Ahold Delhaize data breach affects 2.2 million people. A ransomware attack impacted Ahold Delhaize's US operations. Over 2.2 million individuals' data was compromised. Affected brands include Food Lion, Giant Food, and Stop & Shop. Attackers accessed internal file repositories between Nov 5 to 6, 2024. Exposed data includes employee records and personal information. All stores remained open during and after the incident. The breach was detected and reported on Nov 8, 2024. External experts and federal law enforcement were involved in the response. Investigation is ongoing, with potential legal and regulatory implications. Attack underscores threat to multinational supply chains. VCISO.au recommendation: strengthen data access controls and implement behavior-based DLP monitoring across all subsidiaries. Establish a unified breach response playbook with jurisdiction-specific notification templates. 5. Swiss government data stolen via Radix ransomware attack. A ransomware attack on Radix leaked Swiss federal data to the dark web. Radix is a Zurich-based non-profit that serves multiple government bodies. The attack encrypted and exfiltrated sensitive information. Hackers are affiliated with the Sarcoma ransomware group. Swiss National Cybersecurity Center, NCSC, is leading the analysis. Affected agencies are being identified to gauge impact. The breach raises concerns about third-party data custodianship. Attackers accessed data repositories used for health promotion projects. The extent of public exposure and regulatory impact is not yet clear. Highlights the risks in federated digital service ecosystems. VCISO.au. Recommendation: apply a zero-trust framework to all third-party service providers, mandate yearly cyber audits for contractors, and enforce MFA, EDR, and encrypted data transport for all data handling entities. 6. U.S. agencies warn of escalating Iranian cyber threats. U.S. intelligence warns of rising Iranian cyber activity. Targets include Defense Industrial Base, DIB, OT systems, and Israeli-linked entities. Techniques include phishing, rats, keyloggers, and leveraging Shodan for reconnaissance. Iranian actors exploit unpatched systems and common passwords. No evidence yet of coordinated attacks, but tensions may spark them. Lateral movement often enabled via weak segmentation. Ransomware and DDoS are likely attack vectors. Threat actors use tools like Mimikatz and PSECSEC to escalate privileges. Defense orgs are advised to boost monitoring and access controls. Attacks are likely to grow in sophistication and geopolitical alignment. VCISO.au recommendation: conduct an Iranian APT threat emulation exercise, enforce strong password policies, segment OT networks, and deploy deception technology to catch lateral movement attempts early. 7. Langflow RCE flaw, exploited by Flodrix botnet. CVE 2025-3248 affects Langflow 1.3.0 with a 9.8 CVSS score. A critical RCE flaw lets attackers run arbitrary Python code via API v1g validate code. Over 1,600 internet-exposed instances are vulnerable globally. Attackers use public POCs and scan tools like FOFA, Shodan. Compromise involves remote shell access, system intel gathering, then payload drop. Flodrix botnet is installed via TCP or Tor using downloader scripts. The botnet can take full control of compromised systems. Langflow's popularity, 70k plus GitHub stars, makes it an attractive target. The vulnerability is rapidly weaponized and actively exploited. Unpatched AI development servers could be leveraged in supply chain attacks. VCISO.au recommendation: immediately upgrade Langflow to 1.3.0 plus. Restrict public access to AI tooling endpoints. Use web application firewalls, WAF, and runtime code integrity checks to block exploit vectors. 8. Ransomware exposure list. Last 24 hours Spain. Portel Logistic Technologies. Technology, Nova. Australia. ONG Adelaide. Healthcare. https ong.com.au. Ecuador. Hotam EC. Financial Investment. Handala. Italy. Melium SPA. Health Compliance and Risk Services. Akira. United States. HR Connects. LLC. HR Staffing. Akira. Murex Petroleum. Energy. Oil and Gas. Akira. Simmons Boardman Publishing. Publishing. Media. Keelan. Budget Electric. Construction. Play. New Photon Technologies. Technology. Keelan. EP Catalogs. Automotive. Parts and Software. Nova. Sweden. ENT Energy Technic. AB. Technology. Global. France. Semco Technologies. Semiconductors. Technology. Keelan. Cayman Islands. Likely. IDAN.com. Interior Design. Flocker. Name obfuscated by source. Final note from VCISO.au. Australia and New Zealand remain relatively untouched this week, but the global threat landscape continues to shift. Critical infrastructure, software supply chains, and endpoint security are under siege. Ensure your cybersecurity program is both proactive and verifiable. By Anil Yellamati.